David Villa's 12-minute strike against his former club gave Atletico the lead in the first leg. That advantage appeared even stronger when the world's greatest player succumbed to injury at the break. But these days at Barca, when Messi goes off, you simply bring on Neymar. And the Brazilian superstar swung the impetus back to the Blaugrana. All to play for in the Catalan capital, as the Spanish Super Cup is decided for 2013. The big question leading into this one has been answered. Lionel Messi and Neymar will start for Barcelona. We wait with great interest to see how the pair and the team will operate together for the first time. Atletico were very impressive in their 5-0 win over Rayo Vallecano at the weekend. It's a much tougher task here, of course. Diego Simeone goes back to the same lineup as he put out in the first leg of the Super Cup after resting Coque and Mario Suarez on Sunday. The second leg of the Spanish Super Cup sees Barcelona hosting Messi in how this evolves.
But look, Pelé comes out and gives his opinion as well. So
you could have the same potential problem at Real Madrid with Gareth Bale coming on for the massive transfer fee.
Exactly.
Now that would have put Ronaldo's nose out of joint because he no longer holds the record, and we know how narcissistic he is. So that could be a problem there as well. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Indeed. What do you think will happen, Kimon?
Yeah, well, Barcelona will dictate play at home, as we would expect. We'd expect them to have 60-65% of possession, I would imagine. And Atletico will play on the counter-attack. Outstanding strikers in Costa and Villa, just phenomenal players. And there's a fine tradition of great strikers at Atletico. Aguero, Falcao, Forlan, and then before them Torres. So they've historically relied on the counter-attacking game. And Simeone. And
with Simeone, who'd learnt all his tactical trade in Italy, organisation is not a problem.
But he does it brilliantly. I mean, it's very hard to break down. And when they break, a couple of passes and they're up the other end and they're creating a chance of scoring a goal. They do it perfectly. So we know how it's going to go. Possession to Barca, counter-attacking to Atletico, and
well, I'll stick my neck out. I'm predicting a Barcelona victory here, without question. What about you?
I think Barca will win as well.
Yes. Okay, fantastic. So there they are, the two lining up. One won the first leg. Remember, away goals do count double if the aggregates are level. So it's going to be a big one. Let's cross to our commentary team now. Aitek Genç. And with him, Vitor Sobral.
The first trophy of the Spanish season is on the line tonight. Lifting it would be the perfect way for new Barcelona coach Gerardo Martino to ease into the hot seat. But standing in his way is a shrewd Atletico Madrid outfit who have mastered the art of winning finals in recent years. David Villa again playing against his old club, but that is the big story. Neymar starting for Barcelona, and usually their starting 11 is enough to strike fear into any opponent, but this one is particularly formidable. For the first time in Barca colours, Brazilian wonder kid Neymar starts. Alongside him is the World Player of the Year, Lionel Messi, who has recovered from a hamstring strain that sidelined him for the second half of the first leg. Andreas Iniesta is rested for this one, which means Cesc Fabregas starts in the centre of midfield. The referee tonight is 40-year-old David Fernandez Borbolan from Almeria. There was criticism that his predecessor was too lenient in the first leg. Borbolan does come with a reputation for being a disciplinarian. Atletico Madrid coach Diego Simeone was so pleased with his side's performance at home against the champions that he's kept the same starting side for the return. That means despite scoring 2 goals at the weekend, club captain Raul Garcia misses out. There's been reports Fenerbahce are trying to persuade Turkish international Arda Turan to return to Istanbul. His link-up play with Diego Costa and David Villa will again be pivotal in Simeone's counter-attacking strategy. Aitek Genç is with me. Aitek, will Atletico's stern defence be enough to stop Neymar and Lionel Messi tonight?
Oh, good morning, Vitor. Look, it's a fascinating clash, this one. I'm pretty excited about the fact that both Messi and Neymar are in the same lineup, and we've been waiting for that for a while, and it'll be interesting to see how they combine in this game. And but as far as Atletico are concerned, a great job in the first leg, a 1-1 draw at home. But they need to score in this one, which is going to be interesting to see whether they've got enough going forward to be able to trouble Barcelona.
Atletico Madrid have won 3 of their last 3 finals, but they haven't triumphed at the Camp Nou in over 7 years. Of course, they don't need to win here. If it ends 2-2, Atletico will lift the Supercopa for only the 2nd time. It's Barcelona who get things underway at the Camp Nou. They're in their traditional kit of blue and red, Blaugrana, of course. Atletico in typical shirts, but changed shorts of red. They have met at the Camp Nou 104 times. Barcelona have won on 58 occasions. Atleti 21. There's been 25 draws here. Just a reminder that it was 1-1 in the first leg. Away goals do count in the Supercopa, so Atleti have to score tonight. But they are sitting very deep early on, as we saw in that first leg. But it's all about the counter-attack for the visitors. Here is Neymar getting a cheer from the Camp Nou faithful. His combination with Messi could be key tonight. Sergio Busquets has just extended his contract with Barcelona. He's now there until 2018. Christian Theo, who's on the bench, has also just extended his deal. Now here's Koke for Atletico. Arda Turan, who was so dangerous in the first leg. Tried to pick out Villa, but it was over his head. Diego Costa couldn't latch on. Busquets with Jordi Alba, who's starting again tonight. He did play on the weekend game against Malaga, which Barcelona won by 1-0. Adriano scored in that one. He also was injured in that encounter, so he's out of the lineup tonight after missing the first leg through suspension. High-tech, it's Diego Costa again pushing out wide, even though he's a striker, really.
Yeah, we saw that in the first leg. Diego Costa dropping back into a position on the right-hand side of midfield, the former 4-5-1 formation for Atletico Madrid. And it's a familiar organisational structure by Simeone to nullify the attacking threat of Barcelona. They'll be very compact in between the lines. We can see straight away what Atletico want to do. But they do need to score in this game, Vitor.
They do indeed, but it's Barcelona with all the possession early on. Alexis Sanchez has got the better of Juan Fran. Difficult touch for Cesc Fabregas. It's in now by Dani Alves, but a disappointing effort from the Brazilian. Of course, now wears the number 22, which Eric Abidal used to wear for Barcelona. Dani Alves did say it's in honour of the defender who did go through cancer treatment for a couple of years. Now here's Neymar. Xavi. Alves with the chance to cross, cuts back inside. Arda Turan back helping out in defence, but Atletico struggling to clear. There was a foul, however. They will try to slow the play down as much as they can, Atletico. Gabi wearing the captain's armband tonight.
Well, they will, and a hallmark of the Barcelona game is retaining possession straight after a lost ball, and Messi was closed down on the edge of the box, but immediately upon Atletico gaining possession, Barcelona pressed to try and win the ball back.
Well, Gerardo Martino did say that he's not trying to create a Martino Barcelona or a Tata Barca. He's trying to reintroduce what was lost in the last year or so, and that has really been evident with the way the side has pressed in the early part of the season. It's just an example of that, as Itek mentioned. Carlos Puyol still out with an injury for Barcelona, so it's Gerard Piqué partnering Mascherano in the centre of defence. Marc Bartra is the other central defender who's on the bench. There's been talk that they are looking at Porto's Eliakim Mangala as Messi evades one challenge, goes down after Arda Turan ran into him. Free kick in good position for Barcelona.
That was great acceleration by Messi. Stood up his man, just accelerated past him. But Atletico very conscious of the threat of Messi. We saw that in the first leg as well.
It's a good ball in. Piqué trying to get above Courtois, and as we saw in the first leg, the towering figure of the Belgian goalkeeper. It's very difficult to get the better of in the air.
He's a big boy, Courtois. Had a great game. He's been very good for Atletico. But look, they're a very settled lineup, very combative, strong mentality, and a hallmark of what Simeone has been doing is that there's no gaps in between the lines. Back four, midfield five, very, very compact, which nullifies the space that Messi can work in, Neymar can work in, and also Fabregas, who was fantastic in the first leg when he came on in the second half, the master of being able to drift in between the lines.
Messi, good combination with Dani Alves. Again, it's Arturo coming back to stop the Argentine. And again, he's given away a foul, much to Simeone's unhappiness. Does look rather fearsome with the all-black suit, Diego Simeone.
Oh, he does, and very, very passionate individual. Unhappy about free kick given to Messi. But Messi really looks up for this one. He came off at half-time in the first leg. It really looks like he wants to make a difference in this one.
Neymar to his compatriot Dani Alves. Messi has been playing a lot wider than what we've been accustomed to in the last few years at Barcelona. So filled the false nine role. Basically made it famous. Mascherano. Xavi. There's talk that he was going to be rested, as there was before the first leg, but again he starts. Alves. It is a wider field, the Camp Nou, than the Calderon in Madrid. That's a brilliant pass to Busquets. Messi just fluffed his shot at the vital moment. But Barca opening up Atletico.
Oh, what a great pass there by Busquets. Brilliant run by Leo Messi. Right through the middle. In traffic. Messi's first touch wasn't too bad, but that was good defending there.
Well, that is threading the needle. He cut out about 4 or 5 defenders with that ball, Busquets, but basically a goal-saving challenge from Filipe Luis, denying Lionel Messi. Barca on top here. Dani Alves. Xavi. The passing is slick. The final ball from Dani Alves, not quite. Piqué stepping forward. Fabregas. It was Neymar's header that got Barcelona a goal at the Calderon. That one far more difficult.
Difficult for Neymar to get that header on target, but Barcelona winning the ball very high up the pitch. Very low defensive block by Atletico Madrid. And Barcelona putting Atletico under all sorts of pressure early on.
It was an interesting aspect of the first leg where Atletico were keeping the ball very well after winning it and countering very quickly, but they haven't had the chance to do that in the opening 10 minutes here.
No, they haven't. That's a credit to the pressing of Barcelona. We're just playing with a little bit more energy and really putting Atletico under pressure. There's no outlet at the moment. Every time Atletico do get the ball, they're pressed and Barcelona retain possession.
Xavi with a cheeky back heel, bringing cheers from the Camp Nou. I love moments like that. Jordi Alba using Neymar. Gets the return as well, only one in the box to aim at. He's found him, but Alexis Sanchez just lost his balance at the crucial moment.
Oh, once again, what a pass by Neymar. That's what great players are able to do. Jordi Alba, we know he's going to make forward runs all day. And that brilliant ball there by Neymar. I thought he might cut it back, but not too many Barcelona players inside the box there.
It's a fantastic example of Barca's determination to win it quickly here. Xavi to Neymar. This does look a very much more inspired outfit than what we saw in the first half of the first leg. Diego Costa doing the defensive work. He's highly praised for his effort in the first leg. So the best start to a season in his career, 3 goals in Atletico's first 3 games.
I think it's important that Atletico survived the first 15 minutes of this game. They concede an early goal, they'll be in all sorts of trouble. And just got to weather the storm, try and hold possession as much as they can, slow the game up, win some free kicks higher up the park.
Costa trying to burst his way through. Taking away a free kick. Does tend to get upset when things don't go his way, Diego Costa.
Well, he's a very feisty character. We saw that in the last game. He's always arguing with the ref. He's always got some issue. He always looks angry.
Maybe that's what brings the best out of him. Just out muscling Jordi Alba. One thing that is for sure tonight is that an Argentine will lift the Spanish Supercopa for the first time. Gerardo Martino and Diego Simeone on the benches tonight. 2 Argentines, but 2 differing philosophies. Martino very much of the Bielsa school, high-pressing, possession-based football. Simeone, a different type of Argentinian philosophy. Sit deep, counter-attack.
Well, I mean, that's the way a lot of Argentinian teams play, and Simeone comes from that school where you don't give anyone an inch. Very combative, defensively organised, and very street smart as well, Simeone.
Here's Messi, Argentine himself, of course. Runs into Arda Turan, who's been given the difficult task of tracking back and almost double-teaming Messi.
Well, Messi's got a free role in this game. Messi can go to the right, go to the left. He's pretty much, his instructions from Martino would have been to play free, come deep, go forward. And at the moment, that's the area he's trying to exploit on the right flank. Just happens that Arda Turan's out there, and he's doing a pretty good job, Arda Turan.
Piqué found himself in a spot of bother, which seems to have annoyed Tata Martino. He's prone to moments of losing his composure, Gerard Piqué, or losing his focus. Messi surrounded by red and white shirts, and this is where the Barcelona camp was unhappy with in the first leg, that the referee didn't take a stricter look at this. It was persistent fouling, niggly fouls throughout that first leg.
It was, and I think we're going to see a lot of that in this tie as well. Messi, creative dribbler, which means he will be fouled a lot of times, but we've already seen Alexis operating as a number 9, and Messi virtually as a number 7, cutting in onto his left foot.
Atletico do get it out of their own half, but it's come straight back. It's Neymar who was caught that time. Does send his team out to be aggressive, Simeone, but they do often tread a very fine line.
Felipe Luis and Juan Fran, both outstanding in the last tie, and they've got a huge responsibility to ensure that Neymar, Messi, these sorts of players don't beat them in one-on-one situations where they can create gaps.
Barcelona probing, searching for the opening. They've already done so once. Now here's Fabregas. Dani Alves. Didn't see much of him getting beyond his man in the first leg, Dani Alves. Good combination here, Jordi Alba. First time ball into the area was difficult to control.
Oh, great third man running combination there. Neymar tucking in, allowing Jordi Alba to get forward. We'll see a lot of that in this game, and I hope that Dani Alves gets forward as well, because both very attacking fullbacks. There's not too much space there. Atletico very conscious of blocking zones. Atletico's lateral and vertical transition defensively is a hallmark of their game as well. Very difficult team to play against.
They do have a fantastic record in finals. They've won 4 of the last 5 they've been in since 2010. They've won 3 of their last 3. In fact, Simeone has not lost the final as Atletico Madrid coach. And of course includes the Europa League, the Copa del Rey, and last year's European Super Cup. That's a good move here from Barcelona. Fabregas. It's beyond Jordi Alba. A chance for Atletico to break. Another Turan just went too quickly for him. The flag went up early, but that was a close call. Diego Costa looked through there.
Oh, a little bit unlucky there, Diego Costa. Good counter-attack by Atletico. Well offside, Diego Costa, but Arda Turan. If you look at the outlets for Atletico, it's got to be David Villa, Arda Turan, Diego Costa. It's always the same 3 who seem to be the ones that push on pretty quickly, and Barcelona just have to be careful, because the longer this game goes on, the more they'll be urgent about the way they want to attack and allow counter-attacking opportunities for Atletico.
The interesting thing is that 0-0 would mean Barcelona are crowned Supercopa winners.
It's not in their nature to go and play a game and have a 0-0 draw, and they'll be going out to win this game, because you could be 0-0 for 90 minutes and then something could happen. You know, you could concede a goal in the 91st, and that's something Barcelona need to be careful of.
Xavi to Dani Alves. Piqué stepping forward. Neymar waiting for it. Brilliant control. Couldn't quite get away from his opponent, but wins the corner. He's got a real difficult task ahead of him, Juan Fran.
Juan Fran, the first leg up against Pedro. Did a great job on him, and got another huge responsibility tonight.
Corner taken short. Xavi. Messi moving to the left now. Busquets. Such a clever player, rarely makes a mistake. Fabregas. Now here's Neymar on the right. Lost his footing. I think the defenders get really worried when Neymar starts lining them up and looking to dribble.
Well, there's nothing worse for a defender when you've got a clever player who can drop the shoulder. He's got good lateral movement, good speed. But Atletico, like I said, in their 1v1 defending have been absolutely outstanding. A lot of times I show them inside and force plays into a congested area.
Break is on here for Atletico Madrid, but ball too strong for Diego Costa. It's been a very busy morning of football. Lots of Champions League playoff matches. There was real excitement at Celtic Park. And for all the highlights and reaction, head to sbs.com.au/theworldgame. As this game wears on, undoubtedly it's going to get more and more tense. 1-1 in the first leg. It's scoreless so far at the Camp Nou in the return. But Neymar is on. Xavi switches the play to Dani Alves so far, but that one easy for Courtois. Hasn't had anything really difficult to do so far.
No, not really. There's one great save off Messi, but that was really good defending by Felipe Luis. But Atletico have weathered the storm. In the 20th minute of the game, they'll be pretty happy with a 0-0 at this stage. And Barcelona's intensity's probably dropped a little bit. The game sort of settled into a familiar pattern. A lot of possession by Barcelona, not a great deal of amount of chances. And this is where Atletico want to be.
That's where David Villa's at right now at Atletico. He has got a good record against Barcelona. He's scored 8 goals in his 15 games against the side. Of course, he played there for 3 years before moving to Madrid. There were issues reportedly with Lionel Messi last season as Atletico take this free kick short. Arda Turan, great ball in. Just too strong in the end, but there was a good move there by Diego Costa.
Oh, it was a good move there. A little bit unfortunate. Arda Turan just dinked the ball in a variation of their free kick, which could have worked. Just the execution was off, but short pass to Arda Turan, little dink over the back for Diego Costa. Element of surprise.
So scoreless at the camp now. Now Atletico getting forward with purpose. They've won a free kick. No, it's actually offside. But that was, again, another close call.
A slick ball movement there by Atletico. Diego Costa just offside, off the shoulder of his defender. A marginal decision. Probably just offside, but Jordi Alba, who's been criticised in the past for his defensive work, just got caught wrong side there.
That is the danger for Barcelona, that quick, incisive counter-attack. It brought them unstuck at the Calderon a week ago. Alexis, Xavi's gone down off the ball, but the referee's wave play on. He's won it straight back, Xavi. Fabregas. Tried to just play it in for Neymar, but Messi might have been the better option there. Here's Neymar. Using Fabregas this time. Great play by Neymar. Just running into too many red and white shirts. Jordi Alba. Referee says he was caught. It's a set piece in promising position for Barcelona.
Once again, we see the Atletico players arguing with the referee. Brilliant work there by Neymar. Very clever. But well read by the Atletico defence. And you know, great players have great combinational ability, and you can already see Fabregas combining with Neymar, and Messi and Neymar haven't been together too often in this first half, but I think we'll find as the season progresses that there'll be some wonderful moments for the Barcelona fans with players of that quality.
Messi and Xavi over this free kick. Diego Costa back for Atletico Madrid. Far making sure the wall is perfectly placed. Atletico, mixture of zonal and man, but it's the wall that does its job. Jordi Alba. Dani Alves. He's been closely watched every time he receives the ball out wide. Neymar coming inside. He has been combining well with his teammates, and Martino has avoided starting him because he didn't feel he was ready to combine with the team, and there's so much pressure on him that he has to do something, but he's finally relented in the second leg of the Supercopa. Alexis. Great defensive work by Koke. Again, Atletico, well, they've caught Barcelona there. There wasn't much in support for Diego Costa.
A few signs there that Diego Costa could hurt Barcelona on 3 or 4 occasions. He's been very positive.
Neymar's been wanting it for a while, cutting inside now. Just not taking the right decision, and a bit of frustration from Dani Alves. Atletico certainly not countering with as much purpose as they did in the first leg.
Well, they're trying to, but Barcelona have been very good, being able to snuff out any threat. The problem for Atletico is a counter-attack off the counter-attack. And it's when Atletico win the ball, they counter, and then all of a sudden Barcelona retain possession, they counter. And that's when space opens up for the likes of Messi and Neymar. They've got to be very conscious of that, very careful.
Well, Atletico have had very little of the ball. 81% possession in favour of Barcelona. Extraordinary, really. As Messi goes down again, and surely the referee has to do something here. It's Koke the culprit, and the yellow card does come out. And the Barcelona crowd feel that justice is finally being done.
Well, a deserved yellow card there. Messi once again stood up his man. Great acceleration. Dragged the ball out of tackle range. Clumsy tackle. A deserved yellow card, and that could be an issue for Atletico as the game wears on. The more yellow cards they pick up, the more dangerous it gets.
Again, it's Xavi and Messi orchestrating things. Messi might just swing this in with his left foot. Good defensive header. There's Messi again. Tormented the opposing defence so far, but hasn't escaped the challenges completely. Fabregas feels he should have had a free kick.
It's interesting that Atletico rarely ever win at the Camp Nou. I think the last 7 games they've lost.
They've lost here. They haven't won here for 7 years, and that's right. They've lost their last 7 as well.
I think I read that they've also conceded 28 goals in that period.
The last win came back in 2006 in February. They won here 3-1. Of course, that was the year that Barcelona ended up winning the Champions League, so maybe it might be a good omen. Martino hasn't fared too well against Diego Simeone when they played. Martino, Newell's old boys player, and played against Simeone when he was at Vélez Sarsfield. In those days, Simeone won on 2 occasions, and there was 2 draws as well. Of course, they drew in their first encounter as Koke delivers the free kick. There go Costa. Does it? Well, he almost got away from Fabregas, but there was a late lunging tackle. And it's a yellow card for Cesc Fabregas, who's incredulous at it.
Well, Fabregas can't believe it. There's great acceleration by Diego Costa. He's been very good in the opening 28 minutes of this game, and just accelerated. Fabregas lunged.
He does appear to get the ball there.
He did get the ball. I'm a bit surprised.
Well, he'll argue it wasn't even a free kick.
Well, he'll argue that. Well, maybe, look, it could have been a free kick, but a yellow card, certainly not.
No, a real opportunity for Atletico Madrid. It's shooting range. Filipe Luis is eyeing this one up, might curl it in with his left foot. Bit of an issue between Villa and Jordi Alba. It is Filipe Luis, and he's got it all wrong.
Well, that was a disappointing free kick of Filipe Luis. Wasn't sure whether to curl it, whether to hit it hard. He pointed his toe down and just blasted it over the bar.
Simeone realises they can't let chances like that escape, because they're not going to get too many. Xavi. Messi. He's won another free kick here. Well, Sergio Busquets has gone into the book. You can only suspect that's for protesting.
Well, that's silly by Busquets. His team received the free kick, and he gets a yellow card. And look at that ambush. I mean, these Atletico midfielders, Arda Turan in particular, it's been all over Messi.
Well, Barcelona may be asking what's the difference between what happened there and what Cesc did.
Well, they'll be asking that question. But you've got to hand it to the central midfield pairing of Atletico, Suarez, Gabi. Just work so hard, don't they? The ambush, the ball-centric defending. They know Messi's going to dribble. And when he does dribble, 2 or 3 just converge.
Yeah. It's a rehearsed move by Barcelona. And it doesn't come off as they'd planned. Counter is on for Atletico. Mascherano across the cover. Arda wants to take the throw in quickly.
Great throw by Courtois. I mean, he must have thrown that about 70 metres.
Just like the Spanish League, all the other major leagues are underway across Europe. And for the pick of the action from this weekend, join us from 11 p.m. on Monday for the World Game. Big encounter in Spain with Real Madrid taking on Athletic Bilbao. Gareth Bale saga seems to continue on. All right, Eric Lamela has reportedly joined Tottenham, so maybe that move is a step closer.
We've been waiting for the Gareth Bale transfer for a long, long time, and
I might have to wait a bit longer.
I think so.
One transfer that has happened is Neymar going to Barcelona, and he's gotten beyond his man. It's extraordinary that Atletico complain every time the free kick is given against them.
Oh, brilliant work there by Neymar. Like Messi, able to skip past opponents. A lot of free kicks in this game, as expected.
Busquets. Alba with Neymar. Xavi dropping in. Good football here by Barcelona. Alexis. Atletico always getting that last-ditch tackle in before the move gets beyond them.
Barcelona need to just keep zipping that ball around. Quick ball movement, quick combinations on the edge of the box. We've already seen that they're capable of opening up Atletico with the incisive pass.
Example of how difficult Atletico have become to beat. They've now gone 12 straight away games before this one without a defeat in all competitions. It's the kind of statistic Jose Mourinho would be proud of.
Their away form's outstanding.
Jordi Alba trying to use the pace of Neymar, but Miranda gets there first. I guess another question that's going to come into play is the tiring legs and how much that will affect Atletico, because they're doing most of the running here.
Well, they are, and they're a very fit side, very well organised, like we said. They're just dropping behind the ball, so they're not being asked to run up and back. And
Mascherano lining one up.
But it does take it out of you when you need to defend for long periods.
Now Diego Costa through here. Jordi Alba coming across the cover. He hasn't got much in support, Costa. It arrives now in Villa. Good move here, but the final effort from Koke was very disappointing.
Excellent counter-attack Atletico winning the ball. Diego Costa with a great run, a diagonal run, and did very well to hold the ball up and lay the ball across the face of goal. A little bit disappointed with that. Coque could have probably hit it a bit harder, possibly gone to the left side of the goal.
Somewhat surprisingly, that is the first shot on target this evening.
Well, that is a big surprise. It's been the nature of the game. One team counter-attacking, the other team trying to break down a congested defence.
Tiring legs may also be an issue for Barcelona as this game wears on. Martino hasn't given them a day off. In fact, after their game with Valencia on the weekend, they will go 21 days without rest. So they're playing 4 games rather in the space of 2 weeks, and no rest between those games either.
It's a long time without a break, Vitor. I think players always appreciate the day off, but I'm sure training sessions haven't been too heavy for them. And you do play a lot of games. Players are given an opportunity to rest up. Lighter training sessions, keep them nice and fresh.
Neymar. Combining with Jordi Alba. Chance to measure across, but plays it into Cesc Fabregas. Now Xavi might fall for Messi. And Fabregas with a header that just popped up at him.
The ball just bobbling up all over the place. And Barcelona have had a little bit of joy with that little diagonal ball in behind the defenders. For a forward run being made by midfielders in the gap there. That time it was Fabregas. Anything could have happened there. Ball ricocheted off Arda Turan. Courtois. An imposing figure. Very difficult to get past a goalkeeper of that size.
PK. Barcelona looking to strike before half-time. Neymar. Xavi's been much more involved in his second leg than what we saw in the first. Piqué, of course, always happy to step forward and join the attack. Alba with Neymar, those two starting to combine extremely well. Neymar going down, referee waves play on. Fabregas. Messi standing in the middle. It's Alexis out wide. Atletico still happy to sit back and absorb this pressure. Dani Alves. Messi. Bundled off the ball. Busquets comes charging in. He's still on the ground, but seems to be all right. This is an impressive spell of constant possession from Barcelona. Pass count will be extremely high at half-time. Just gone down on the edge of the box there, Alexis Sanchez. No appeals for a penalty. Atletico just chasing shadows, but they're keeping Barcelona at bay.
And they're keeping their shape, very disciplined. They never waver from what their game plan is, and making it very difficult for Barcelona to penetrate. The wall of defenders, they virtually parked the bus at the moment.
As Jose Mourinho would say, they're almost parking the Airbus. Busquets. Dani Alves. Busquets again, but pick out Fabregas, who took up that central striking role.
Difficult for Barcelona. I think maybe shots from distance could help, could be a factor. Possibly a goalkeeper could drop the ball. They're going to keep zipping that ball around on the edge of the box. Wide players possibly beating their man on in a 1v1. We haven't seen too much of that. No natural wing play. They're happy to keep possession, stay patient.
5 minutes plus stoppages until half-time. Knocked on to Fabregas. Just so many players working so hard defensively for Atletico Madrid.
And they also read the cues. Atletico are great at reading where the ball's going to go. Always ambushing. Second man, third man, putting pressure on the ball. Not only do you have to be physical, you also have to have the mental capability to understand and read play, to read cues, read body language.
Could they be doing more when they have the ball, though?
I think they'll be disappointed with the way they've counter-attacked. And they need to do much more than that. They need to get the ball.
They have it now. Here's Koke, rather. Filipe Luis. Support arriving now, another Turan. It's the best spell of possession Atletico have had for a while. And it's an excellent move. Another Turan with a great chance. What a save from Victor Valdez. Brilliant reactions.
Well, that was probably the best passage of play we've seen in the game. And it came from Atletico Madrid. Great interplay, beautiful little triangles. The Turan showed a lot of composure. He could have shot earlier. I think the ball passed the defender and a great save.
Barcelona have a corner to deal with for the first time this evening. Koke delivers. It's one at the near post, and Diego Costa got above his opponent but couldn't direct it goalwards.
When they do go forward, Atletico have shown they're capable of attacking with purpose and being clever. Beautiful interplay.
Piqué dragged out of position. Another Turan took it past him brilliantly. That was something very special by Victor Valdez to keep out the shot from other Turan.
Great save by Valdez. Hasn't had much to do, and all of a sudden he's had to pull off a world-class save.
It's almost the most difficult thing for a Barcelona keeper is just to keep concentrated, or keep their concentration.
Well, it is, because there are probably a lot of games during the season where they've got absolutely nothing to do, and when the time's right, they need to pluck out a save. He's done that very well.
Barca playing it with great confidence out of the back. Wonderful move, but that one overhit. Xavi to Messi, a chance to break. Luis gets a vital touch. Comes back to Messi again. It's like he's a magnet to which the ball is attracted. Messi once more has 2 to aim at. Great ball for Sanchez. Important intervention from Filipe Luis.
One of the few times in the game when Messi's found a little bit of space. Darting out of midfield. Nice little run in the channel. Great little dink to the far post, but just couldn't control the header. That's where Barcelona might get some joy, when Atletico do attack themselves. And Barcelona can counter that.
Can't help but be impressed by the way Atletico work and organise themselves and read the play. Of course, as we mentioned before, they are the embodiment of their coach, Diego Simeone. Here's a free kick in what could be striking distance for Barcelona. Foul count, as we saw in the first leg. Atletico Madrid committing most of the fouls. Looks like they're going to play it short again, Barcelona. And there's no additional time, so that is the half-time whistle. There's been a few chances, plenty of thrills and spills, but at the break, it's Barcelona 0, Atletico Madrid 0.
And look to go forward. This is one team, Atletico, that do it very well. Real Madrid, another one, they're more explosive going forward, sit back and then bang, they go forward. This team here, it's much more calculated. And once they get it, 21% possession, and they've had 2 very good chances and should probably be in the lead at the end of it. So they know what they're doing. They win cup finals as well. They're very good. In the last couple of years, Europa League, Spanish Cup final as well. So
Super Cup.
Super Cup. So they know how to do it, and I think they'll be very comfortable with what's happened in that first half.
All right, the Camp Nou is ready for what promises to be another intriguing 45 minutes. Let's take it back now to Aitek Genç and Vitor Sobral.
Thanks, Les. No changes at half-time from either side. Neymar, of course, started for the first time. And Blaugrana alongside him, Lionel Messi, but they haven't been able to unlock what is a very well-organised and tight Atletico Madrid defence, rather. Aitek Genç. Can Barcelona do it in the second half? They don't even need to, really.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Vitor. They don't have to. A 0-0 means they win the cup, and they certainly won't abandon the way they play, won't abandon their philosophy of attacking football, of keeping possession. We saw, 79% possession of Barcelona, which is not a surprise. Atletico almost played better without the ball, but Atletico have shown on the counter-attack on occasion that they can hurt Barcelona, which is something Barcelona need to be wary of and make sure that at least, worst case, they keep the 0-0 draw.
Plenty of discussion surrounding the referee in the studio. He gets the second half underway. Atletico Madrid kicking things off. And Aitek, do you think he does need to be more strict in the second period? Incidentally, the reports from Spain were that he, in the first half, can let things go a bit, but in the second half, he starts to lay down the law.
Yeah, I think the referee's got a big responsibility to ensure that it's a fair contest, and he's let a lot go. Some referees would brandish yellow cards from the word go.
Another Turan trying to get things going for Atletico Madrid, but cross failed to find its target. He struggled in possession throughout the first half. The visitors this evening. Claimed for offside, not given. Diego Costa now. Piqué perfectly placed.
Well, Turan looked offside there for a second. And all of a sudden, Diego Costa found himself in space inside the box. Barcelona really need to just focus early on. Last thing they need is for Atletico to score a goal.
Of course, put them in the lead on the night and on aggregate. Another Turan gets the crossover. Easy for Victor Valdez, who pulled off a quite brilliant save in the first half to deny the Turkish international. It's only on 1 or 2 occasions that Barcelona opened up the Atletico defence. Scrambling efforts from the Atletico back four saved the day. It's Jordi Alba who combined well with Neymar in the first half, but that pass has gone astray.
You see what Martino would have said to his Barcelona players at half-time. The team talk, how they approach the second half.
Both sides do have some real impact players on the bench, notably for Barcelona, Andres Iniesta, but also Pedro, who had been linked with the move to Paris Saint-Germain. That President Sandro Rosell denied. There's also Christian Teo, who signed a recent extension to his contract till 2018. Mascherano. Dani Alves doesn't have much joy out wide, so he's trying to come inside. And good pressure applied by Barcelona. What is an encouraging statistic for the Blaugrana? They have scored in the last 14 games they've played in the Spanish Super Cup. Piqué goes us straight into the path of Diego Costa. He is making the run out wide. It's on Gabi in the middle, and he lost his footing. A bit of defensive work by Dani Alves. There's no doubt that Barcelona are capable of scoring tonight. It's whether he has the know-how and plan to see if Atletico can score tonight, because that's what's going to make a difference. They have to score.
We spoke about Martino's half-time team talk. I wonder what Diego Simeone was telling his players. Would have been happy with the way they defended in the first half. He's got a game plan in place, but he also understands they need to score. And to do that, you'll ask him to, as the game wears on, start to creep forward. Particularly in the last 15, 20 minutes of the contest. And they realise that the goal is so crucial.
Simeone did say before the game that all the pressure was on Barcelona. They're a far better team. They deserve, or they are certainly the favourites to win. Dani Alves puts a good ball in. One front, heads it behind. It was Neymar making the run into the area. And Messi was there too, but Neymar was the target. A player who we all talk about as being a great dribbler. He's very good in the air.
Well, he's shown he can score with a header. He scored in the first leg. Nice little ball there by Dani Alves. Teasing cross. Curled in. Neymar made a great run. He can leap fairly high.
He's a tremendous athlete. He's a tremendous ball player. Stepping up his warm-up. Raul Garcia, amongst the Atletico substitutes, he scored a double in the game midweek in that 5-0 win against Rayo Vallecano.
Pedro!
If indications from the speakers are correct, then Pedro might be the one who's about to come on.
We'd like to see who comes off. Pedro does give speed. Very lively. Can beat players one-on-one.
Xavi. Messi using Dani Alves. Again with the central orchestrator for Barcelona. Incidentally, Xavi has equaled now the most games in a Super Cup by starting in this one. As Neymar dribbles past one, runs into Gabi and wins the free kick.
A look of amazement on Gabi's face. He did stand his ground there. Neymar almost falling.
That's just wide of Fabregas. Diego Costa tries to play out of trouble. More composed now, Atletico Madrid. Gabi. He's pressured off the ball by Fabregas, and now Neymar. running at the opposing defence, and again winning a free kick. Barcelona decides not to take further action.
Neymar showing his willingness to run at defenders, and he needs to do this and more often, because he can pick up free kicks, particularly on the edge of the box. Draw yellow cards. Repeated infringements could lead to a yellow card for Atletico, something the referee needs to be conscious of.
Barcelona have actually kept these free kicks short. Xavi swings it in, but that is as simple as it gets for Thibaut Courtois. Philippe Luis trying to launch the quick counter-attack. Barcelona has started every game with Piqué so far in the new season. Is Carlos Puyol still out? Talk that Barcelona taking a close look at Alikiam Mangala of Porto, and that's a wild challenge from Gerard Piqué. Appeared to be born out of frustration more than anything.
Well, they got exposed on the left-hand side. Felipe Luis just skipped past Piqué, who committed the foul. Deserved yellow card for that, as he was through inside the box almost. Just caught out a little bit for pace.
Great acceleration shown by Philippe Luis. Miranda's up for this free kick, and of course he scored the winner in the Copa del Rey against Real Madrid last season. That put Atletico into this game. It's in by Coque. Good defensive header from Jordi Alba. Diego Costa. Good interchange here. Now Gabi. Villa can't take it down well enough. Still Atletico. Philippe Luis. Coque does extremely well. Now Alaturan. Barca scrambling back desperately now. Busquets away. Good spell for Atletico Madrid. They've been few and far between. A brilliant play by Juanfran. Still going. Great intensity here by Atletico Madrid. David Villa, another great save from Valdez.
Well, great play by Atletico Madrid. A period of dominance, a short period of dominance. Very positive, winning the ball back, high up the pitch, keeping possession. Diego Costa, outstanding in the build-up. And David Villa, who's hardly been sighted in this game, nearly scored with a beautiful shot. That's what he's capable of. We saw that in the first leg with his volley. Almost scored there.
Well, Tata Martino doesn't seem too happy with something. It appeared to be in the build-up to that move when Juanfran got away from Neymar, and he felt the whistle had gone. And that's why he stopped, and it eventually led to the ball falling to Villa. Again, it's Victor Valdez who keeps the score intact. Fabregas. And despite having the vast share of possession, Atletico, or Barcelona, have conceded the two best chances to Atletico Madrid.
Well, that happens sometimes, but Atletico have always also shown us they can play good football, and not only can they defend well, but some of the intricate passing and movement has been a joy to watch.
Neymar. Quick feet, taking it beyond his opponent, and again, dragged down. Messi. Excellent pass for Neymar. It's a good ball across. But so many bodies back for Atletico, and they get it clear and behind for a corner.
That's what we like to see. Neymar get the ball, make up his mind quickly, jink in and out. The defender's under pressure.
Xavi's corner. It's Piqué who rose highest, but couldn't connect. Ball in by Fabregas, but it's Godin who gets there first. That's collects unopposed. Brilliant save again by Victor Valdez.
It's twice that Victor Valdez has saved Barcelona. It's a great effort for David Villa.
Scored in the first leg with a memorable strike, and that one would have been so if it had gone in. Gavi, other Turan, there's space on the left for Atletico. Turan drives one from distance, straight into Mascherano. Barcelona defender working hard to get the danger away.
Atletico, the masters of committing fouls and making it look like it wasn't a bad foul. There's another one. Very clever in the way they foul opponents.
Bit of cleverness, but also a bit of fortune that they escape some harsher penalties. And of course, there's plenty of news going on in the football world. Transfers, also the attempted acquisition of the Western Sydney Wanderers. And for the latest on that and all the big stories doing the rounds, head to sbs.com.au/theworldgame. There's certainly a story developing here at the Camp Nou as Diego Costa comes away. Brilliant interception by Javier Mascherano. Costa. Better signs for Atletico in this second period. They're certainly keeping the ball much better than they did in the first.
Well, they've shown a real positive intent in the way they're playing in this second half. They understand they need to score a goal. They push a little bit higher up the park. Not always too deep. The defensive blocks a little bit further towards the middle of the pitch, middle third. And they've looked a better team. They've looked a far more composed lineup.
Busquets, Messi with a clever pass to Xavi. Jordi Alba. Neymar here. He's slipped over on a few occasions, Neymar. He's won it back, however. Xavi. Determined sliding challenge, but still it's Barca with possession. Fabregas does well to keep it in play. Courtois gathers on the loose ball, and Fabregas is down.
Oh, desperate defending by Atletico. We saw David Villa, the commitment to come back and challenge. And then one friend. That was a bit of a barge on Fabregas.
You can just imagine what the Atletico Madrid training sessions must be like. It would be no holds bars, full-blooded challenges.
Well, the ironic thing would be if they were told not to tackle at training. Save it for the game, because they're all capable, very fierce players who are just so desperate.
One front into David Villa. uses out of the Turan. It's Barca. We have a chance to break now. Up steps Dani Alves. Just quite can't pick out Lionel Messi. An excellent first touch by Villa. With the elbow across to deny Diego Costa.
Good second half, very enjoyable to watch. Both teams trying to go at each other. A bit different to the first half.
And that does seem to be Atletico's tactic, is open up more and more as the game wears on, because they need to score.
That's right, and like I said, they've shown they're good footballers. They can play some beautiful football. 5-0 result in the domestic league last game. They have some wonderful attacking players.
Messi as well against two opponents. Dani Alves has space to run into. Alexis peels out wide. He's trying to make his way into the area. Eventually uses Alexis Sanchez. Fabregas is there with him. Cesc. Messi's onside. Has Neymar in the middle. Maybe a Atletico goal kick. Frustration creeping in for Lionel Messi. He's been heavily targeted, but escaped the marking there.
Oh, a great little run. Onside, couldn't do anything with it. Messi is frustrated as we see a sub.
And here's going to be Pedro for Alexis Sanchez.
I think that's a good move. I think Alexis been almost anonymous, really. He hasn't really made a major contribution. At times playing as a number 9. It's a good substitution for Barcelona. Pedro will give great transition, great speed.
Trying to make an early contribution, Pedro. Simeone was just pondering his response, but I suspect it'll be more of the same.
I think so. I think they make a sub or two. They get even more adventurous as the game wears on, but the ex-coach of mine used to say that he takes 1 second to score a goal. So whether that happens in the 65th or the 90th, a goal's a goal.
Dani Alves using Pedro. Messi's taken up a more central role now. Busquets. Jordi Alba. Fabregas with a clever flick on. But there are just so many bodies back for Atletico Madrid. Not an inch given inside that penalty area. Busquets. Xavi. Chance to measure across for Dani Alves. It's a brilliant one. And Neymar, instead of going for goal, tried to cut it back across.
Well, he wasn't sure there. He cut the ball back. No Barcelona bodies there. But a great ball by Dani Alves. Early cross, and Neymar always floating far post. We saw that in the first leg when he scored with the header. Possibly could have brought that down. Possibly could have had a shot on goal. Would have been difficult. Side volley, possibly.
We know he has the technical ability to hit that first time on goal. He's done so many times in the past. Now here's Fabregas. Xavi. Good intricate move by Barcelona. It might fall to Messi. It's another goal-saving challenge from Filipe Luis, who's turned around and had a go at Messi. Now Fabregas. Barcelona stepping up the pressure. Piqué. That's not too often he gets those ones right.
Great move by Barcelona and great defending by Felipe Luis. He's having a constant battle with Lionel Messi. A lot of talk, a lot of anger. Both teams creating chances.
It was a difficult angle for Neymar to hit this one, but there wasn't anyone back there. Here's the chance that fell to Messi. Great anticipation shown by Felipe Luis. We head into the final 20 minutes at the Camp Nou. It's scoreless. I suspect now tiring legs might be an issue. It's the start of the season. These two have had a congested calendar. 4 games in the space of 2 weeks. They can play on the weekend. Both have difficult encounters. Atletico travel to San Sebastian to face Real Sociedad, while Barcelona at the Mestalla against Valencia. Fabregas. There's Jordi Alba. Again, red and white shirts all around the penalty area, denying that final ball. Xavi, who could break the record for the most titles in Spanish football if Barcelona win the Super Cup. It's his corner. Courtois punches clear. Punch that's gone all the way back to halfway, basically. Atletico content to sit very deep. Messi trying to open things up. Here's Pedro. Xavi's going to keep the move alive, but it's Atletico who have the chance to counter. Well read by Jordi Alba.
Few signs now from Barcelona.
Neymar. No free kick given to Arda Turan. Messi. Brilliantly done. The return too strong.
Atletico really need to hang on here. Some ominous signs. Jordi Alba getting forward. Neymar, Messi really coming into the game again. The beauty of football, the ebbs and flows. We saw Atletico dominate for a 5 or 6 minute period. And Barcelona really look like they can conjure up a goal.
Barcelona's dominance here has better movements going forward. In any case, have come since Messi has moved into the central role. Atletico trying to put him in the cage, but so far he's got the key to get out of it. Neymar. Xavi. Dani Alves caught by Felipe Luis. But nobody forward for Atletico. They do pick their moments, Diego Simeone's side. Excellent defending by Felipe Luis. Koke bringing the ball forward. Arda Turan. Diego Costa forced back. It's the first change of the night for Atletico Madrid. It's going to be Adrian to come on now. Interesting thing here is he's linked with a move to Roma. It's Arda Turan who's come off.
I can only imagine that's tiredness. Arda Turan, such an influential player for Atletico.
Now, Adrian, if he does eventually make the move to Roma, Atletico Madrid are thinking about replacing him with Juan Mata of Chelsea. The two clubs do have a good relationship, so there's a real possibility.
Well, it's incredible that Juan Mata, twice Chelsea's Player of the Year, has been linked to a move away.
Doesn't seem to appear in Jose Mourinho's plans, and there's a change of plan here from Tata Martino. It's Cesc Fabregas who's going to make way to Andres Iniesta. To great applause from the camp now.
And what a sub to come on for Barcelona. One of the top 3 players in world football, Iniesta. I'd be a little bit disappointed not to start in this game, but just shows the depth of Barcelona that you can take off Fabregas and bring on Iniesta, or vice versa.
Well, the Barca faithful feel that it's Iniesta who can make the difference. Certainly knows how to make the difference in big games, most notably the World Cup final in South Africa. Scored that extra time winner for Spain, but of course there's that semi-final in the Champions League back in 2009 when he scored against Chelsea, the dying moment. There is Andres Iniesta. Busquets. Back now with Iniesta. Neymar. Closed down as he shaped to shoot. Dani Alves in. Courtois gathers comfortably.
Barcelona turning the screws. Atletico look a little bit tired. They did give a fair bit of themselves in the first 15 minutes of the second half. They just keep soaking up this pressure. I think we'll see the last 10 minutes in particular, Atletico will really come out if they have the energy, because at the moment they look a little bit tired.
Xavi. Xavi and Iniesta, it's almost impossible to get the ball off them. Use their bodies so well. Here is Iniesta. Has allowed his introduction has allowed Xavi to move a bit further forward. Pedro. Using Dani Alves. These two seem to combine a bit better than Alexis Sanchez and the Brazilian right back did in the first half. Free kicks given.
As the game's opened up, we've seen Dani Alves come into the game far more. That little interchange with Pedro, where they replace each other, can cause all sorts of problems for Atletico. And Neymar's been pretty good in the second half as well. He's really given more of himself, willing to dribble, cutting inside, playing in the arc.
Here is Neymar. It's always 2 or 3 Atletico defenders around him, so it's extremely difficult for him to dribble his way through, but he's won a corner here. Martino said the pressure means Neymar has to produce far more than most other players.
Well, that's the weight of expectation on a player who costs so much. Is the heir to Messi's throne as the world's best.
Iniesta to Xavi. Good ball in. That time Courtois doesn't get there, but his teammate does, and now Atletico can counter-attack through David Villa. Brilliant covering from Javier Mascherano. Piqué penalised for holding on to Diego Costa, and of course he has to be careful because he's on a yellow card.
This is what Atletico needed, just to relieve some of the pressure. They've soaked up a lot of pressure from Barcelona in the last 15 minutes. PK all over Diego Costa, who's been, for me, absolutely outstanding. Probably Atletico's best on the evening.
Is this the moment for Atletico Madrid? It's Koke to deliver the free kick. Miranda's forward. It's Jordi Alba again at the near post who heads it clear. Now Busquets. Almost overplayed it, but recovered quickly. Well, Gabi's committed.
Well, Gabi's committed about 1,000 fouls, Vitor, and seriously, for me, he should be off the field because it's clumsy, it's professional fouls constantly. He always looks up like he's amazed that a free kick was given, but I'd love to see statistics on how many fouls he's committed tonight.
Fair count does just keep on rising and rising. It's 21 fouls now from Atletico Madrid. And it's Gabi once more. It's quite extraordinary that he's not received a yellow card. PK. Barcelona still patient. Of course, if this score holds, they will win the Spanish Super Cup. Atletico Madrid need to score. Messi. Iniesta. Spaces are opening up. Great combination. Then the final pass.
Well, that's a send-off. Felipe Luis just elbowed someone off the ball.
Pedro, who appeared to have gone down, or Dani Alves rather. Well, the referee's got a real decision to make here. The referee didn't spot it, so that's why he's going to talk to his assistant here.
Well, Felipe Luis blocked Dani Alves' run. It was a little bit of an altercation, and as they ran again, Felipe Luis just elbowed him in the head. Dani Alves has gone down. It's at least a yellow, possibly a red.
Barcelona is striding over. He's going to Felipe Luis, and it is red. Atletico are down to 10. And now Gabi gets a yellow card. And it's for protesting, not for the persistent fouling that he's done throughout this encounter. Well, it had been coming. It's probably not the way we expected it to come, but so many fouls, and now Atletico are down to 10.
Well, deservedly so. We can see a bit of a scuffle. Felipe Luis not happy with Dani Alves' little nudge.
And there it is. Just a lash out there. Just threw his arm at Dani Alves. Now, whether he connected is almost immaterial because the intent was there.
Oh, there was certainly intent, and he shouldn't have got embroiled in that. It's such a key moment of the game, and that Atletico need to win.
Looks like there's going to be another yellow card. Still someone all the way down the other end. Frustration is really boiling over here for Atletico Madrid, but they can only blame themselves. The referee did allow the play to continue, so it doesn't appear to be a free kick for Barcelona.
Well, a tactical adjustment for Atletico now. More than likely a 4-4-1.
Now, wasn't that initial move that got Felipe Luis sent off? It's what he did afterwards here, where he just threw his arm out at Dani Alves. Well, in the end, the referee did give the free kick to Barcelona. Certainly be a few minutes added to stoppage time now, as Messi lines up this set piece. It's Busquets that's gone down in the area. No foul given. To go trying to hit on the counter attack, but that's going to be far more difficult now that they're down to 10. As this Super Cup heats up, we've got the UEFA Super Cup to look forward to this Saturday. Bayern Munich up against Chelsea. So much between these sides in recent years. So much quality on the pitch and off it as well. Jose Mourinho versus Pep Guardiola. Don't miss this one. Live from 4:30 a.m. Eastern on SBS 1 and HD. It's bound to be as exciting as this encounter has been, as David Villa comes off. Cristiano Rodriguez, his replacement.
Fresh legs for Atletico. With probably about 10 minutes left in this game. They need to start pushing a bit higher up the park. Not let Barcelona keep possession as much as they have had.
Neymar finds a way through, and a pass to Jordi Alba. Busquets onto Iniesta. Messi. A break through the middle. He did have Pedro to the right of him. Great commitment shown by Dani Alves, who's won the free kick as well. And the cards are flowing thick and fast. Diego Costa almost seems insulted that the referee gave him a booking.
Well, he's got to be careful, Diego Costa. He's face to face with the referee. I thought he was going to headbutt him there for a second. But he committed a pretty bad foul on Messi probably about a minute ago. Dani Alves really making a meal of that one. Or did try? No, he's not making a meal of that one. He's been trod on. That would have hurt.
Seems to be okay now. Diego Costa, the third player to go into the book for Atletico Madrid, and of course they've had a straight red as well.
I think they just don't seem to have the energy at the moment to push on and really try and get the goal they need.
Cristiano Rodriguez, who replaced David Villa, has gone into a wide role. He's a very hard-working, direct kind of winger. Well, it's Barcelona with the ascendancy. Iniesta. Neymar. Well, he's done that on a number of occasions tonight, lining up the dribble, but losing his footing, losing sight of the ball. Works hard to win it back. Dani Alves. He's got Messi in the middle. It's looking more and more difficult for Atletico Madrid.
The Barcelona just need to keep possession. They've got the extra man, they're capable. Just wind the clock down. Probably about 6 or 7 minutes left. And just keep it. Demoralise Atletico.
Iniesta. Barcelona now seem content to do exactly what you just mentioned, which is just hold on to the ball. The space opens up, take the chance, but they know the Super Cup is theirs if this score stays intact. Neymar's done well to to get there ahead of his opponent and shrug him off too. Xavi's coming to help out. He's got Messi in the middle. It's Pedro who's taken it. He's gone down, and the penalty has been given.
Well, I thought Pedro was going to leave that ball for Messi with a dummy. He didn't. He took the ball, fouled inside the box. And reward for Barcelona, who really have looked the more energetic of the two teams.
Well, he was sandwiched between Miranda and Christian Rodriguez, and it looks like it's Miranda's challenge that's brought about the penalty. Yellow card now dished out to Juan Fran. Final substitution from Atletico Madrid. Koke is then coming off for Leo Batistão, but it may all be in vain. Messi to take this penalty and put Barca ahead on the night. Up steps Messi. Oh, he's missed it. Shades of the 2012 Champions League semi-final.
Well, that's incredible. Messi hits the crossbar. Atletico still alive.
Messi trying to make up for the miss. Adrian can't get clear. But Barcelona still in control. Still in the lead on away goals. 1-1 on aggregate. Nesta says, come and get it to the Atletico defenders. Now Xavi. It's about not taking risks now for Barcelona. Atletico have to. It doesn't seem like they can.
No, I think Atletico need to get the ball. That's their problem. They haven't got possession of the ball.
Messi second to the ball on that occasion. It's not often the world's best player misses from the penalty spot. He's so competitive, he'll be distraught that he didn't put that away as we move into stoppage time.
Well, he's still thinking about it. It's
Well, there's a red card on the bench, and it's Arda Turan who's incensed here. He'd already been taken off. And he's obviously...
Well, he must have said something to the fourth official because the referee couldn't have heard anything.
It's all falling apart for Atletico Madrid. And somehow they're still in this contest. They need to score, though. Busquets. 4 minutes of additional time. There's another free kick, goes Barcelona's way. The foul count now 26 by Diego Simeone's side.
Well, there's 4 minutes of added time. Atletico still can't get a hold of the ball. Barcelona with the extra man can just keep it. Wind the clock down.
Xavi. Dani Alves, and there's going to be a hold in play because someone's quite stupidly run onto the pitch to hug Gerard Piqué.
Well, we've seen a lot, but where's the security?
Well, he's evaded them better than some of the Barcelona players have evaded the Atletico Madrid marking as Messi tries to break it now. A great little interchange between Messi and Dani Alves, rather. Now Xavi steps in. He's only got Neymar to aim at in the penalty area. Dani Alves arrives now. Pedro, Messi. Great move this. And one touch too many.
Beautiful interplay there by Barcelona. They want to win this game. They want to send a message to Atletico. It's not about a 0-0 draw for them.
Just over a minute left for Atletico to find a goal. Adrian. Very difficult angle.
Well, that's ambitious from there. Virtually impossible to somehow squeeze that one in.
You'd have to almost defy physics. It was Leo Batista rather who had the shot. Simeone wants intensity for this last minute. They might only get one or two more chances to score and take the Super Cup. It's been a long time since Atletico won here, but it's been a long time since Barcelona haven't scored in the Super Cup. They've done so in their last 14 games. Just get it forward from Miranda. Now, falls to Rodriguez. He's got great pace. And Dani Alves there. Not long left for Tata Martino to secure a first title as Barcelona coach. Easy for Valdez. He'll play the clock down as much as he can. Only seconds remaining. Four minutes of additional time up now. Barcelona on the verge. Neymar could also win a first title for Barcelona. And that is the final whistle. Barcelona have won the Spanish Super Cup. It's a first title for Gerardo Martino as Barcelona coach. It's also a record breaker for Xavi, who's now won 25 titles, the most in Spanish football. Full time at the Camp Nou. Barcelona 0, Atletico Madrid 0. It's 1-1 on aggregate. Barcelona win the Super Cup on away goals.
Well, not for the first time, a night of drama at the Nou Camp, and this time the grittiness and the ruggedness and the tactical organisation of Atletico just wasn't enough. Even bad luck for Barcelona when Lionel Messi missed a penalty. But lots to talk about here in the aftermath of what has been a dramatic two-legged Super Cup playoff. Kimon, your impressions of today?
Yes, well, regrettably, the game started off so well. It was a fantastic spectacle. The football of the highest order, two contrasting styles. It was a pleasure to watch. But early in the game, we saw hints of the more cynical tactics employed by Simeone and Atletico, and ultimately that led to a deterioration in the game and a player being sent off. And unfortunately, it ruined the spectacle. But notwithstanding that, it was just a wonderful match.
The stats are there, Kim, on 25 fouls committed by Atletico and just 9 by Barcelona, and maybe it would have been different had this referee not been so silly as Dula early in the game and not stamped his authority on it.
Yeah, look, I thought it was a thoroughly entertaining game, but it could have the course of the game could have been very different. It had the referee had just given yellow cards at the start and stamped out all those niggly fouls, because what happened was Atletico Madrid just kept going and going. They kept getting more cynical after that, and then in the end the referee said, all right, now that's enough. Now all those fouls that he let go earlier were all of a sudden yellow cards and red cards, and so he really did disrupt the course of the game. Having said that, within that poor performance from the referee, you saw Barcelona at times play some really beautiful football, as did Atletico Madrid, especially defensively. What they did was at every area of the park, they had pressure on the ball, made it extremely difficult. They made a lot of fouls, but they also defend very well one-on-one, and it's always on the borderline. Some good performances by Barcelona. Neymar came into the game in the second half. He's only going to get better and better when he adapts to the system, when he gets used to it.
You can see he's learning to adapt.
But Kimon made some good points during the game. Was that every time he lost the ball, and he was slipping a lot with his boots, and don't know what was going on there.
Brazilian
but he
studs.
always got back up and tried to win ball back. So some very good signs from him.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think he impressed. It's his first game in a big match, and it was an intimidating atmosphere. I don't think he'll come across too many teams as cynical or physical as this one.
Well, I haven't seen one even in when Mourinho was at his most expedient for Madrid. Wasn't as rough as this.
You know why, Les? It's also very difficult to keep that up for the whole 90 minutes because they look how close they are to the action. Every player is marking a Barcelona player, and they've got pressure on the ball. And to do that for 90 minutes, that physically is just so demanding.
Here's the most controversial moment: the red cards, Driller.
Well, Felipe was doing that the whole game basically, and the referee again, he chose this moment to say enough is enough and sent him off, but there were so many other fouls that he could have given yellows.
This sort of player behaviour too, Zrilla, is a disgrace when they're in the face of the referee. I mean,
well, he gave one to Busquets earlier in the game for doing that, and then there was no consistency. Here's the penalty, and Pedro, he gets the ball first, and then again there's just two players clattering into him, and they're clumsy challenges, and for me it was a penalty, and you don't see this too often really from Messi, but
against Chelsea we saw it.
Yeah, we saw it, but you saw him getting frustrated as well, and he gets used to those challenges, but sometimes enough's enough, and if the referee doesn't give him some protection, and I'm not saying everything should be a foul, but you've got to, there's a line there as well.
He never complains, does he? He's just an amazing, calm sportsman.
He's getting more and more annoyed, though. You can see it.
He's got a great temperament.
But he doesn't do the theatrics of remonstrating with the referee, as so many other players do, just for show.
Exactly.
Just to intimidate.
No, he's one player that doesn't do that. You're right.
So, anyway, it's been a great morning, guys. Two good games, spectacular, a lot of theatre, and lots to talk about over the coming days.
There is.
Jula, thank you. Kimon, good to see you again. Thanks for being with us. That's it for this morning, but there's more live football coming your way this week. On Saturday morning, we bring you the most anticipated UEFA Super Cup in history. Bayern Munich and Chelsea meet at the Stadion Eden in Prague, live from 4:30 Eastern on SBS 1 and HD. A few hours before that, the first of our live Welter stages gets underway. Coverage of Stage 7 begins at midnight on Friday night, running into Saturday morning. Of course, all our live events are also available online. Champions League playoffs were also completed this morning. For all the details and highlights, head to sbs.com.au/theworldgame, where you can also see the presentation of the Supercopa trophy. Thanks for your company this morning from the team and the World Game. Have a great day.